doing a friends and family. Take two.
Welcome to our family.
Okay. Hi friends, I'm Serena.
And I'm Bradley.
And we're the Roaming Homies. Today we are going to be doing a friends and family Q&A after we made our big announcement last week. A lot of our friends and our family had some questions, so we thought we would answer them in a video so we could answer some of your questions too. Okay, first question is, how long do you plan on staying in each city?
Typically we'll be spending about 2 weeks in each spot. Once we hit winter, that'll kind of extend into a month at each spot because it takes a lot more to set up camp in the cold weather climate. So the winter will be about a month and the rest of the time will be about 2 weeks in each area. Are Charlie and Kiki ready for a new sibling?
Are you ready for a new sibling, Kiki? Are you ready? You good girl. You ready for a new sibling? Are you ready? Oh, you're ready. I think they are ready for a new sibling. I think the biggest concern is just going to be that River can be a little bit high strung. And so I think once we get them all together and they get used to spending so much time together, everything will be okay. We're also going to be spending a couple of months at Bradley's Family Lake House before we leave. So that'll be a good opportunity to get all of the dogs together and us included before we're all packing into an RV for the first time for a year. So I think that will really help sort of cushion out the transition for everyone. What will you miss most when traveling?
I mean, for me, I'm already kind of out there traveling, so there's not really a whole lot for me to miss since I'm already
It's sort of an upgrade.
kind of gone. Yeah, it's definitely an
For you.
upgrade. It's like going from living in a
Van
closet
life,
to
yeah.
living in an apartment.
Yeah, so it'll be an upgrade. I think for me, what I'll miss the most is definitely going to be my family. Both of my sisters are going to have newborns right at the time that we leave, so it'll be a little bit hard to miss my nieces and nephews' first year. But other than that, I think it's going to be a lot more exciting than it is sad, so I think I'll survive.
Where's a bucket list location you both want to travel but have never been?
I think on our itinerary this year, we're both really excited about Jackson Hole
Yeah.
and Mammoth. Neither one of us have been there before, and I think there's going to be some really good skiing and snowboarding. And other than that, I think Bradley's been a lot more places than I have before, so I'm just excited to see a lot of new locations. I'm actually really excited to surf on the California coast too. It's probably on the top of my bucket list. If you could pick one superpower to have when you were traveling or living the full-time RV life, what would it be?
That one's a hard question because I've never really thought of that in relation
This
to
one's
traveling.
From my little sister. Just getting creative.
I think it would probably be flying, so you could get a cool vantage point and kind of see a little bit more in all the new places.
Yeah. I think mine would be transportation? Teleportation. We're already going to be transportating.
Yes,
Transportation.
lots of transportating happening.
Mine would be teleportation, just so that I think the driving's going to be fun, but that would be like nice to just be able to pick up and be in the next place.
Yeah. What is your plan beyond the year?
You know, I think that this year will be very telling of that. The initial idea is definitely to travel after this year is up. We would like to continue either doing some sort of full RV thing or hopefully have some other opportunities come to us throughout the year that we might not even know exist yet, but definitely something to do with travel. I think we're hoping that some of these partnerships and our exposure and experience will give us some opportunities to do some cooler things. I would personally love to do some international travel next year too, not just stay in the States, but no concrete plans as of yet. Will you raise kids on the road?
Well, we already have 3 kids, so yes.
So yes, there will be raising of kids on the road.
Yeah. How can y'all afford the travel lifestyle? Asking because it sounds and looks amazing.
Well, 2 ways. So both of us are going to have remote jobs on the road, so we will be putting a significant amount of our time during the day into completing, tasks for those jobs. And then the second part is that we are working to get a lot of the things that we're doing, including our RV, sponsored or to get partnerships with people. And so that actually serves sort of as a second job too. I think a lot of people don't realize the work that goes into partners and sponsorships. So between deliverables and things that we'll be needing to do for them, there's definitely going to be a full-time workload between the remote jobs, sponsorships, and partnerships with everything. So it's going to be work. This isn't just a free vacation. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is a great opportunity, but we will be working. This isn't a vacation.
A lot of the expenses that you have when you're, if you have a mortgage or 2 car payments. So it's actually going to be a little bit cheaper than hanging around here in a house.
Yeah, even the most expensive RV campsites, like really nice luxury locations, aren't as much as a monthly a monthly mortgage payment would be. So I think there's some good opportunity that on top of both of us working and working with our partners, that we'll be saving a little bit of money too. Will you be selling merch, which is short for merchandise?
I am aware. Absolutely. We'll do stickers, T-shirts, maybe coffee mugs, stuff like that. We'll definitely be releasing more stuff as we go on and get more into it.
And not necessarily related to merchandise, but we have really learned a lot from our experience even early on of how to work with partners and sponsorships. So eventually I would anticipate having some sort of how-to guide series, how to do full-time RV life, how to get partners and sponsorships, things like that.
Yeah, and definitely maybe even some like partnered products with some of the people we end up
Yeah, that would be
with.
a cool opportunity to have for sure. The Romy Homies line.
Yeah.
Where was I at? Let me ask it. Dang it. I was kind of rambling anyway.
Since you are being sponsored, how will you ensure consumers that reviews on products and services are authentic?
I think this is a great question and one that's really important to answer to people who will be following our journey as we continue to build an audience and hopefully network and communicate with all of you guys. That we have only added people to our partner and sponsor list that if they had told us no, we're not interested in partnering with you for a product, that we would have gone ahead and bought the product ourselves just out of our own pockets, because it was really important to us, not just to, especially in the beginning where we're trying really hard to get sponsors and we're kind of contacting a lot of people and not getting a ton of feedback initially, that the people that we did pursue, it wasn't just out of desperation. We wanted it to be products and gear and RVs and all of those things that we already love, so that we felt that we could give authentic feedback. And I think brands want that too. So we'll be sharing the positive of the brands that we're working, but also the things that maybe we wish could improve on or that would be useful moving forward. So you're going to get kind of a whole picture of what our ideas or our opinions are of the brands and partners that we're working with. And I think that will give us some authenticity so that it doesn't just look like we're giving a sparkling review on every single thing that we're using. Okay. Where will you park your RV when traveling?
That will vary depending on the location we're at and what's around us. When we're out west, we'd like to be on public land a lot, boondocking, which is basically parking without hookups.
Which is free.
Yeah. So a lot of national forest land, BLM land, and then when we can't find that stuff, or in the winter when we need to have hookups, we'll be at RV parks around the country. How do you plan to resolve conflict in the relationship, being in such close quarters?
This one's from my mom for sure.
Serena's going to have to sleep in the truck when she's mean.
We've already decided that when Bradley is annoying, he has to sleep in the pass-through storage.
But on a serious note, we definitely have to focus on being very clear about expectations with each other, communicate well, really just being open.
Stay tuned. I'm sure we're going to have a whole episode on ridiculous things that we have thought about in the RV. So we're trying to be optimistic here, but don't worry, we'll share all the